Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a TrueNut, and welcome back to Civilization 6. Last time, well, we've got our first districts underway, and the cities look... I just love the way the cities look in this game. It's gorgeous, I love the visual style. We've got our first campus over here in Cumai, and we've got our first little kind of, what is it, like a theatre square over here in Rome. So Rome kind of becoming a bit of a cultural capital, as well as a big production settlement, and Cumai... much more about, the culture and the science, and that's given us a beautiful big science boost, 17.9 a turn, for relatively early in the game. We're still kind of, in the classical era. I'm pretty happy with that in Civ 6. Let's get some more research going on here, happening faster and faster as we pile on the science too. Beautiful. Now, anytime I want to, I could skip forward into medieval by taking the apprenticeships tech. That gets me workshop, which has been kind of reworked a little bit. +2 production, a citizen slot. I think that means like the equivalent of 1 housing? I guess, wait, I'm not quite sure how that works actually. Never mind, I'll figure that out later. And passively producing some great engineer slots as well. But I'm guessing that, yes, indeed needs to be built in an industrial zone. The industrial zone, meanwhile, yes, also produce great engineer points, and that basically gains benefit from adjacent mines and quarries and every 2 district tiles, but shouldn't worry about that, to be honest. Citizen yields per citizen +2 production. If you've got, like, multiple mines of some description, like, there's not a good place for it. Like, if Rome wasn't here, this spot right here would be lovely for a production district, but right now we don't have, like, a great one for it, to be honest. What we can probably do is, like, what I'm thinking is, if Rome gains a campus right here, and then a commercial district right here, commercial districts generate more money from the areas nearby. And I think commercial districts actually... don't commercial districts... no, they don't gain from mines, unfortunately, but they do actually gain from the river and the districts. So once I've got, like, a campus set up here, this commercial hub is going to make a lot of money. +3 a turn, like, as a benefit, on top of just generating quite a bit of gold anyway. Though the game is also suggesting a holy site to me, which I haven't bothered with yet. So holy sites are natural wonders, don't have any of them. Mountains and woods. They gain benefit from... well, I don't have many woods. I've got plenty of jungle, but no real wood. I mean, if I were to shove it between 2 districts, I could get some faith up, like, +1 faith. Like, I could just ignore the adjacency bonuses and just accept the fact that I'm going to gain some faith just off the back of the citizens, but I feel like I've got more important things I want to do than that, to be honest. Meanwhile, in my new theatre square, I can build an amphitheatre straight away for, increasing culture and great writer points and great work of writing slots. That's kind of tempting right there if I were to go down an amphitheatre. Or if I were to go for a bath. Actually, I don't need the bath. The bath doesn't actually do anything, because actually what it does is it gives me just +2 housing, so it's really not a priority in the slightest for this particular settlement anyway. Double down on science, get some science going on here, because this is also a rainforesty sort of area. Get a science district going on here, and then we can have a commercial district over here in the centre, which we can build whenever we start getting a bit low on money. I don't think we need to rush towards the industrial stuff, to be honest. I'd rather have... well, we're going to need... no one's gone for celestial navigation, as far as I can tell, because no one's had the Great Lighthouse yet. +3 gold, +1 Great Admiral point per turn. That's not too bad, all things considered, though. Actually, wait, I just realised something. Sorry, wait. Rome, hold on for a second. Rome, I want you to cancel that for a second. I want you to go for a builder instead, because I need you to send a builder down here to help out Ravenna, which is going to take a while to get growing otherwise. So send down a builder to help them out for a moment. Yeah, after that's done, then we can start building a district. Nicely doing that doesn't actually cancel out the foundation, so the foundation is still just kind of sitting there. I'm not sure if it's going to disappear overnight or something, given we haven't even done a single turn's work on the campus yet, but we shall see. And go on, let's get ironworking done, because that'll be quite quick to do, and then we can get into machinery, because I feel like machinery, the lumber mill's pretty good, and the crossbowman seems pretty bloody powerful as well. And a promotion's available for my archer while I wait for my spearman to recharge. Beautiful. Archer, what can you do? Let's just go for... let's just increase your strength versus land units. That's 100% fine. Barbarians seem to be really easily baited out by, like, just putting, like, archers vaguely nearby. They'll just abandon their camp, and that just basically leaves them completely screwed. In fact, actually, we might be able to almost completely murder these guys. Nice, completely murdered. These guys are getting strong right here. Ravenna, meanwhile, is now growing a bit slowly, having gained a second person, but on the plus side, when the granary's done, that will provide us with food, that will provide us with benefit to the wheat, and when the builder comes down and improves the wheat further, that should get the growth rate going up again, because, this isn't a... It's not a massively fertile area, to be honest. There's not a huge amount we can do about that, at least for the moment. And Cumai needs more housing. Oh, that snuck up on me a little bit. Okay, what's the situation with Cumai? We've got 8 housing for 7 citizens. So as a result, the population growth rate has slowed. Okay, so what we need in Cumai is, we need more housing to come in. So housing could come from building civics, districts, improvements, water. We could build a bathhouse, but that'd be very inefficient, or great people. So we're going to be needing, we could add the district's bath. Hang on a minute, what else could we theoretically add in that would increase the amount of housing? Watermill won't add anything to the housing. We've already got a granary. Ancient walls doesn't help out either. If we were to get a builder over here, I kind of want Cumai to focus on its priorities in terms of, making sure we get the library and the Great Library as soon as possible. So I could divert that builder that was going to come down towards Ravenna. No, let's get Ravenna growing. So once Ravenna's growing, Ravenna can start producing stuff for itself. But Ravenna does need just a little bit of help to start off with, at least. Unfortunately, Ravenna, of course, does still have a road thanks to all these bridges, so this builder can make it down to Ravenna relatively quickly, yes. I think a farm provides an extra 0.5 housing. So if I just literally, send a builder and just kind of say, farm, whatever, and we just kind of dump some farms down, that could work out just fine. In fact, there's all these areas up here that aren't going to be used for much farms. I could just buy some squares. I've got so much money. In fact, actually, I do have so much money, I should probably start just buying some stuff to actually save myself the trouble. I'll probably do that this turn, actually. Well, not this turn, I mean this part. Just literally buying some stuff to save some time, because that will help Cumai to keep growing, and Cumai kind of needs to keep growing. Just make sure Rome's not in the same... Actually, Rome shouldn't be in the same trouble. Rome is fine for the moment. They're happy, but they're no longer ecstatic. So the bonus growth rate has slowed because, they're getting more demanding as the city gets bigger, but so far I haven't provided them with bonus amenities. If I were to build, say, an amphitheatre or something inside the theatre district, that would count as a bonus amenity. They'd go back to ecstatic and they'd go back to growing more quickly. I like the new growth system. Though I tell you what I could do, Ravenna, could I just straight up purchase 230 for a builder? Done. Done, screw it. Well, we've got a builder now. Can you actually move this turn? No, you can't move this turn. Yeah, I'll gladly spend 230 just to have a builder down in Ravenna, because that will just speed up the growth rate so significantly. I kind of think that's worth it. And then this over here. Ooh. I could just do the same. No, this one's getting close, and that's only 3 turns away. And then when that one's done, we'll send it over to Cumai to help those guys out, and then we'll get back to building districts in Rome. I'm sending spearmen and archers north, by the way, because I know there's the big encampment here, so I kind of want that cleared out just in case those horsemen ever decide to come down and hassle Rome. I'd rather just kind of have that taken care of now. The alternative thing I could do, of course, is build the ancient walls. The walls means that the cities regain their ability to shoot at anything that comes into Roman territory. The other nice thing about walls, by the way, is they don't just build walls around Rome, they build walls around the campus, the military area. So if I was, say, to build a military area right up here in this hex, then basically that would be allowed to shoot at barbarians too. So barbarians coming from the north, you'd be able to shoot at. So, if there's a particular area enemies are likely to be coming from, then what you could do as a direct result of that is you can actually go and set up your campus on that front. So if I was scared of London, I could build a campus here on top of a hill or something. Actually, I'm not sure if it can be on a hill. I think it might need to be on a flat, I'm not sure. And then once I built ancient walls around Ravenna, if England ever sent troops up this direction, I could shoot from the camp and I could shoot from Ravenna itself. So I'd basically have 2 free archers in this settlement, and it would act as a nice little kind of barrier to slow down England before they could get too close. But I'm not worried by England right now. Right now, we've got a little happy face with England and an ecstatic declared friend face with Teddy Roosevelt. So I think we're all right for now. Now, that builder I just purchased, you go over here and obviously build yourself a farm. Lovely, +1 food. And then you can head down here next turn, and then after that you can build the camp. And the camp provides bonus food as well, doesn't it? Is that bonus food or bonus production? I'm not sure. It's one or the other. In either case, Ravenna should start growing a little bit faster now. That camp gets quickly cleared out. Our archer can stay here for the moment, just in case anything else shows up. I'll keep like one warrior and one archer in this area, just to make sure we're safe from any kind of barbarians that show up. And these two guys can be just like a little bit of a barbarian clearing expeditionary force. I feel like a relatively high level spearman, supported by some upgraded archers, should be able to handle anything we're coming across in this era at least. Oh, now this is interesting. Hang on, I just caught sight of American settler coming in this direction. America, I hope you're not thinking of expanding towards me. I wouldn't want to get too close to you, alright? Don't want to end up in trouble here. Now this guy over here, meanwhile, is discovering all sorts of new interesting stuff in this area. This is a whole area we've never been to before. Very, very nice. Now, I'm not sure where that American settler just went. Hopefully that means, because I can't see him anymore, Civic completed. Marvellous. That hopefully means, yeah, change the policy, sure, why not? So, +5 combat strength when fighting barbarians. Do I have anything better? I could get my maintenance costs down, but I really feel like I don't need them right now. What was new? +1 housing. Ooh. +1 housing in all cities with at least 2 speciality districts. But I don't actually have 2 speciality districts in Kuma yet, and I won't for like at least 11 turns to produce the next district, so that's not going to help. I'm going to bring in literary tradition as my wildcard policy, by the way. And I'm going to do that because I'm sacrificing, like, I think I'm sacrificing just like 1 or 2 science for that. But I wouldn't mind having culture as my backup to science. So we're kind of going for a science cultural thing here. Yeah, that's fine for now. And then, ooh, hello. A flipping scout like an idiot has just wandered into where I am. And these archers are pretty powerful. We might be able to do... Can we just... Oh, we can't quite murder him, but we can finish him off with our spearman. Beautiful. Let's just finish off that stupid scout right there. I feel like these guys are already... Eureka! Apparently I killed a unit with a spearman. Apparently that boosted military tactics. Nice. Okay, that's good. Yeah, let's just keep heading up here. Figure out what's going on in this part of the world. Now, new Civic, now that we've got, yeah, the games and recreation open, we've got defensive tactics, which, if I'd been declared war upon, I'd have already kind of had inspired. Marvellous. Bastions. +6 city defense strength and ooh. Okay, so your city's much stronger if it comes under attack. That's kind of cool. And +100% production towards defensive buildings like walls. That's not a bad thing to have, to be honest. Alternatively, I've got recorded history that feeds into... Oh, I could have the civil service soon, but I'd need defensive tactics to do it. Actually, defensive tactics, it's kind of useful, situational, but like it could be very, very useful. But it opens up a whole bunch of stuff. I could actually have an alliance with a declared friend. Oh, that's intriguing. I wouldn't mind having an alliance with America if they're doing well, for example. Meritocracy. Each city receives +1 culture. +1 culture for every specialty district. Okay, that's really good. Or retainers +1 amenity for cities with garrisons units. That's not so good. But the civil service... Okay, I'm going to go for defensive tactics because I kind of want the civil service. Though actually, before we do that, just check what the other things provide. So feudalism... Also, don't forget, some of these things provide bonuses that you actually have to hover over to see because it doesn't actually say. So feudalism, like, it just looks like it gives you those things, but actually it gives you something else as well. Farm improvements now gain +1 food for each adjacent farm improvement when 3 farm improvements are adjacent to each other. So, wait, hang on. So, if I have 3 farms that are next to each other, then as a result I get +1 food on all of them. Ooh, but that actually starts making policies... Okay, so some ancient policies start becoming obsolete as a result. Okay, I see. So as you go through time, some of the ancient policies actually become completely obsolete. So you've actually got to be a little bit careful, because sometimes you're actually rendering obsolete policies you might theoretically still be using. Though I guess like it makes sense, because like once you're into the medieval era, I think like the agoge is the benefit to production for ancient and classical troops. So once you're into medieval, you probably shouldn't be building ancient troops anyway. You should probably be building something a bit more modern. And naval tradition gives me, oh, just a free envoy for no particularly good reason. Lovely. Naval infrastructure, 100% harbour district adjacency bonuses, and great admiral points. Nothing spectacular, but could potentially be useful for other stuff, yes. So, this chappy here can immediately build, ooh, or he could just harvest the, yes, of course, sorry, I always forget you can do this. I could just harvest that resource, which would get deer off, but would give me a big dump of production immediately if I ever happened to need one for whatever reason. But let's not do that. Instead, let's build a camp. 0.5 housing, and excellent, a little bit of more money too. And I have found myself a new friendly tribe up here. This is my warrior who's just kind of going and figuring out what's going on here at the very edge of the world. He's found himself a new friendly tribe. Good, we might gain some form of benefit out of that. The builder from Rome is done. We're going to send him over to Cumae to help out with their bit of a housing crisis they're currently undergoing. But best of all, Cumae has picked up its library. So its district now has a big library building right here. Oh, this is lovely. I love this thing. This thing's just great. And if I want to, I could assign someone to this. Ooh, now that's kind of interesting. Let's just set all of you to padlocked, because I want the one that gets turned off to be the one on the forest. So now that you're all padlocked, move you over, and we go from 20.4 to 22.4. So basically, because I've assigned someone to it, I'm getting... Oh, so that's how it works. Sorry, I thought that sounded a bit generous when I was discussing the districts before. It's not a bonus. When it says, like, plus 4 gold per citizen, it means if you assign one citizen to work it, that is worth 4 gold. So I could have one person working this, and that gets me, yeah, an extra 2 science. Is it worth it just for 2 science? No, I think we're okay, to be honest. I'll take all the padlocks off now as well. Just make sure none of you are doing anything really remarkably stupid, by the way. No, I think you're doing sensible things for now. Fine. So, with a builder coming over to Cumae, Cumae is probably fit to start thinking about the Colosseum is... the Colosseum I've unlocked, but that has to go inside the entertainment complex. We don't even have one of those yet, so we can't really worry about that for now. But... the Colosseum's cultural amenities are extended to each city centre within 6 tiles. Within 6 tiles of the entertainment district, too. So, in theory, if I were to build that, like, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's intriguing. So, I could potentially give an amenity bonus over to Cumae from a district. In fact, also from this. Oh, but that district's already full. Okay, so we can't use that one. If we had, well... I'd have to get rid of a flipping... No, I don't want to get rid of a luxury. So, and the commercial district's going to go there. It's the only spot where we could stick the entertainment complex. And by the way, does that give any other... No, that doesn't have any adjacency bonuses. That's fine. So we can stick that there. And then we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fine. But if it's there, that's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By sheer bloody coincidence, that's actually perfect. That is insanely good. So hang on, go over to Rome here. No, Rome. Rome is actually ready to go here. So, oh no, Rome can't have it yet because you need 7 or greater to have that. Oh, okay. Though obviously I was allowed the theatre square. Possibly it ranks up. So if you want to have like every district in your city's got to keep growing. So Rome needs to be put on a growth footing, like, as a priority, because Rome needs an entertainment complex if we're going to build the Colosseum in a location that's going to benefit Rome and Ravenna and Cumae and any small city we build up here if we decide to go for a small city to grab this here iron. So, okay, we need to get Rome growing. Does the Bath let me grow? I don't think it does. I think it just gives you bonus housing and amenities, which could give me like a minor passive kind of growth benefit, because, yeah, an extra amenity would get me up from happy to ecstatic. So that would give me like a bit of citizen growth, and it would also give me more housing, because I'm right now at 7 out of 5, so that's a normal growth rate. I think you can get like it to be accelerated. Ravenna, are you accelerated right now? No. None of you not accelerated. You're actually slow at the minute. You've already run into population issues because of the flipping lack of water. So Ravenna could probably do with baths as well, located right here, so that it links up Ravenna to the fresh water of this here river. Fine. Okay, problems everywhere at the minute. Problems with the flipping growth. I like the new system. I like the population caps from housing. It's very good. So, okay, so Rome needs to be... Let's just have a look, see if we can just kind of rejig Rome to be more growth-focused at the minute. Because I'm willing to bet we're focusing a lot on, yeah, our production, our science and whatever. I'm willing to give up a point of science if it could get me growth. Yeah, this square up here, plus 3 food right there. I'm willing to give it. Yeah, I'm willing to give up a point of science. I can't give up you. Obviously, these districts can't be assigned to you. You can't assign anything to a wanderer. It just fills a space. I could, like, all I could do really is, like, if I turn this into a farm, that's just 3. I've already got a 3. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to move this over to here. So I'm sacrificing 1 science to try and get Rome's growth rate up, because I need Rome to hit 7 as quickly as possible, really. Rome also could just get on... Yeah, Rome has actually got a campus ongoing right now. So Rome can just crack on with the campus it was already working on while it's growing. Rome shifts over to growing in 9 turns. It's still going to take a while. Yeah, and we've got, well... We could build the entertainment complex in Cumae, but if I build it in Cumae, Ravenna's not going to benefit from it, and Ravenna could really use the amenity, because Ravenna's struggling with water at the minute, so... Yeah, Ravenna's growing at half the normal rate. Yeah, this is why you need fresh water. Fresh water really, really bloody matters. But as soon as we've done with the granary, and that's got a bit of bonus food and housing, because that'll actually give us 1 housing right there, I'm going to build the bathhouse down in Ravenna, so that should help kind of try and alleviate the problem a little bit. Cumae, meanwhile, we could jump you straight into the Great Library, but, is that the right thing to do? I don't need to rush to a commercial hub. I've got enough money for now. And like what you really probably want for a commercial hub in some ways is because you're gaining so much money for adjacent harbour and river, you'd probably want to like put it like over here when we've got like a harbour over here. So it's probably a bit early for a commercial hub anyway. I wouldn't mind an encampment because that would get me great general points. Actually, it would also get me... Oh, but that's a citizen yield, so I would get culture and production from it, but only if I assign someone to it. Though actually, assigning someone to a square that gives production and culture... It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, though admittedly that does mean I get no growth off that tile, so that would be a bit of a waste. I'll tell you what, we could probably do with the bath, to be honest. Actually, the bath here, because they've already got fresh water, it only provides me with +2 housing and +1 amenity. So, as a result of that, that gets me... +2 housing really only temporarily solves the problem, but it's going to be something I need to take care of sooner or later. Actually, this counts as a district, interestingly. So, hang on, doesn't the... Yeah, the campus gains a benefit from districts that are next to it. So, as a result of that... Yeah, actually, let's build a bath here. We'll get the... That will remove the woods. That's fine. That's only a 2 and a 1. That's not the best thing in the world. We'll get working on Roman baths. Roman baths, like, right next to a river, you know, close by to the beach. What a lovely place to be in, I would say. And now Cumae is building baths. That's 100% fine. And I'll tell you what else we'll do while I think about it. This builder that's coming in, Cumae over here, I'm going to buy, which is, ooh, 90, bit on the expensive side. I'm going to buy this square right here. I'm going to buy that square because having bought that square, I can have farm, 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 which means if and when we get feudalism, and I feel like that's a sensible idea, all of those will start gaining bonus food, which has got to be worth it. Now, my trade caravan's also coming back too, and that makes it back. I can reassign that, which is quite nice, because that means obviously I can use the reassigned caravan to lay down a new road, so I can have even more roads floating on. So I can have a road like going up to Hattusa, for example. You, meanwhile, go and investigate that camp. The friendly tribe just gives me 40 gold. Fine, head over this way, and then start heading north. Keep exploring. Iron working is completed. Beautiful. And these guys just keep on heading north. More flipping scouts. Ah, we're into a nice big open area of plain right now. Ooh. Hello. We have got horse archers. They are sadly going to fire on me most likely, but we'll be able to fire back on them and take them out. Good. We actually want to kind of take out those horse archers before they come further south and cause us any more trouble. You head over in this direction, start filling out the map over here. Nothing much, bit of gypsum, fairly dull, uninteresting area. Now, perfect timing. Ravenna has just expanded down onto this mine. So we'll move you down onto here. Obviously, we'll be building a mine. Lovely. In one turn, we'll have ourselves the granary. That will help temporarily alleviate the housing shortage. And then we'll build a bath after that. And then we'll be in much better shape. My other builder, by the way, comes over here. Builds oh. Can you not build a farm? Do you have to... Oh, okay. So if it's a rainforest... I do actually have to spend a turn removing the rainforest, I assume. So that's... What did that actually do as a result? Did one of you... Yes, indeed. One of you died clearing the rainforest. So if you want to lay down a campus, you get a free clearing of an area. But if you want to clear otherwise, yeah, you need to do the usual. Now, with iron working done, I believe that opens the way up to... Yes, indeed, machinery I like. Alternatively, I could grab construction. Construction gets me the terracotta army as a wonder. So that's +1 great general point per turn. Requires a barracks or a stable encampment and needs to be next to the encampment. I don't even have an encampment yet. I'm not really planning to get one imminently, so... Yeah, okay, fine. That's going to take a little bit of a while. And alternatively, I could be starting to think about education as a priority. Petra's not great. +1 movement for all naval units isn't bad, though. That's not bad in the slightest. But no, machinery, I'd say having the lumber mill and the crossbowman strikes me as very, very sensible. And over here in education, if we start thinking about heading over in that direction, the university especially. We've already got a library and a campus over in Cumai. That could be a real centre of learning over there as we head into the medieval district, yes. Very good. Ah, and there's America's new city. They've just founded... Did you just find that in a desert? That is, you have just founded New York in the middle of a desert. For what possible reason? Okay, they've taken the gypsum, that is on water, and sure, you've got some floodplains and some wheat nearby, but that's still garbage, and that's really gonna bring... Oh, yeah. That's a British city right there. That has got to be... that's Plymouth. Okay, so they've got Plymouth down there, which is right against Philadelphia, and New York, which is way too close to London when that starts growing. Admittedly, it's not going to grow flippin' much. Oh, that's pretty garbage. Though maybe if they want to go for the religious kind of route. Actually, they've got River Goddess. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm assuming that means they get more bonuses off River, maybe in terms of housing, which kind of helps them out a little bit. And maybe they just want to try and get hold of the Dead Sea if England hasn't already done so. Yeah, I feel like America and England are going to go to war, and given I'm friendly with both of them, I'm going to have to pick a side sooner or later. Now, horse archers. Unfortunately, the stupid horse archers haven't actually bothered attacking me, which is good, because that means I can just straight up shoot at them and probably murder them. Oh, yes, indeed. Horse archers number 1, go straight down. And that means I can send my spearmen straight up in this direction to figure out what's going on next. You guys, however, just keep heading north. Just figure out what's up in this part of the world. Looks like the coast is starting to loop round, possibly. We're almost close to finding the north of the continent at this point. Beautiful. Though I would like to think there's at least one more city-state up here. There can't be an empire up here, but there must be at least one more city-state, surely. Otherwise, this is a very big, empty area of land. Though, admittedly, we know there's something over here. I should probably get going on sailing at some point and figure out what the hell this bit of land over here is, because now we can be almost certain, based on what we've seen up here, that yeah, that's a bit of land that we don't know what it is. That's a bit of land that isn't part of this continent. I suspect that is indeed part of a new continent that we just spotted immediately and never went to go and bother exploring. Actually, wait, hang on. Continent Kalahari, and this is also the continent Kalahari. Well, how the hell does that connect up to the rest of it then? Where is it? I don't know. Could this possibly loop round ridiculously far round here? Is this like well, that's the sea, not a lake, so... I've no idea. I'll need to go and investigate and figure that out. Now, what's the situation in play for Ravenna at the moment? Ravenna is at 2 citizens. Right now, okay, the housing is... Wait, housing's jumped to 6? What? How did that happen? Oh, +1 housing from... Okay, so, the camp and the farm provided 0.5 each. That's fine. The seawater provides 3, and the building, the granary, provides 2. Okay, that's good. So for the moment, at least, Ravenna's in good shape. I should probably get a bath going on anyway. Though actually, 6 housing is probably enough for now, to be honest. We're probably okay, at least for the minute. But a bathhouse probably wouldn't hurt, to be honest. That is an amenity. Rather, right now we've got 3 amenities, none required, so everyone's ecstatic because they're getting a really good deal for this being a really tiny, crappy town. So I'd say probably what we should think about instead is, as we've got these here mountains, there's 2 sort of areas that really gain from mountains. There's a campus and there's a holy site. We could potentially shove a holy site over here next to 2 mountains, and that could be very, very worthwhile right there. Because other than that, this area, it's not spectacular. I don't want to work this hill into a mine, because we're going to kind of need that in time anyway. How much is this all going to cost to buy, by the way? That's a 90, and that's another 90. Nah, I've got plenty of money, it's fine. So probably we should buy, we should definitely buy this square right here. We'll definitely take advantage of these here mountains. And then we're probably going to be wanting to have a mine. Though admittedly, mine's only +1 production. It's not that darn good. So I don't think I actually need to buy that one. I'll just buy that 1 square. So, choose the production. Holy site could go right here. Yeah, let's get some faith going on here. This could be where I put my campus, but I feel like I've got enough science for now. We should probably get some faith coming in just to make sure we have a religion. Yes, Build a holy site. That is going to take you quite a flipping long time, by the way. But that's okay, because in 3 turns, we'll have another person coming in, and then they can help out and just kind of jump on production somewhere else. It'll be fine. Now, my builder, meanwhile, can get on with what he means to do. He can have 0.5 housing right here. Lovely. And then next turn, he can jump up here and turn this into a 3 food area. Marvellous. And Qmite, I think we've solved the problem temporarily. No, we still haven't. Still 8 housing for 7 citizens. We really need to get... Yeah, if he goes and builds another farm next turn... And we've got the... Oh, only 1 turn left to complete? Oh, yeah, it was only like 5 turns. It was quite quick to throw together. Once we've got the baths and that 3rd farm, we're going to have tons more housing and loads more food. Qmai will be very good to grow. Though we should probably build our next settler from Qmai. Because, yeah, Qmai is growing pretty nicely right now. If anything, like, because it's running into housing problems, we might want to actually build a settler from there, using their production power, and let Rome keep growing, so Rome has enough kind of people in it so it can build the advanced districts. And I have built an aqueduct, or rather I haven't, I've built a bathhouse, which is my version of the aqueduct, and now as a result of that, my military engineering has been advanced. Lovely, and good Eureka moment there. These stupid idiots have decided to run in this direction. It's not going to work out well for you. Hopefully we'll be able to... We weren't able to finish off that scout. Darn. Though admittedly, promotion is available, so that's fine. We'll be able to heal you up soon. Meanwhile, yes, we still have 1 flipping... Just be careful up here. Ooh. Okay. Over in this area... Oh, we've got more flipping friendly tribes. Well, that's nice. Yeah, you guys come over here if you'd be so kind. Just come over here and attack my spearmen. They can easily take it, and then I can just nail you with my flipping archers. That will be nice. Next turn, we'll have another friendly tribe coming in. Very, very welcome indeed. But most importantly, over here are now Qmai has plenty of housing because we have got ourselves, yes, a bathhouse. Right, look at that. Lovely little bathhouse in this area. And, of course, an aqueduct on top of that, feeding water into, well, essentially kind of like sucking water. This is not the most efficient way to get water into Qmai, alright? That you've got it kind of seemingly being sucked up onto an aqueduct, run around the corner slightly, and then dropped into a hole. I refuse to admit you could not come up with a better way of delivering bonus water over into Qmai, but Qmai's trouble should now be over, at least for the moment. Now there's 13 housing for 7 citizens. Population growth has become normal. 4 amenities 3 required. They're still happy, so they're still getting bonus growth off that. Very, very nice indeed. And as a little bonus extra, we can toss an extra farm on this bit of land, and that's even more flipping housing right there. I like the colouring, by the way, because you see this farm right here is being worked, but these 2 aren't. So this one's greener because it's actually being worked upon. I think that's actually quite good. I like that. Now, the question should be... In fact, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move you, and I'm going to... Okay, that's fine. Now, Qmai, what can we do with you at this point? Now that we've got your housing situation under control, I could put a watermill, but the watermill doesn't really give me much benefit, like +1 food, +1 production. Alright, fine. But for 7 turns, that's not great. And that's one of the few things that actually still lives in the city centre, by the way. And we've already got a water wheel. We don't need another. Or I could go for, yeah, I feel like the Great Library. It's going to take a while to build, mind, but... This feels like a sensible sort of thing to do. So that is a wonder. +2 science. Honestly, it doesn't feel that generous, actually. I kind of would have expected the Great Library as a unique wonder to do more. But also, it feels... Oh, this is the spot I was supposed to build the Great Library in. Darn it. Oh, well. That means, sadly, I now need to scrap one of the... Yeah, I now need to scrap one of the jungle tiles. Unfortunately. That's a shame. I forgot the Great Library isn't built inside the district, it's built next to it. So where are we going to put that in that case? It needs to be one of these spots here. Apparently not this one. Why not that one? Is that a hill or something? Now that's plains. I'm genuinely not sure why it can't go here, but alright. Oh, does it need to be adjacent to... What's it to be adjacent to? Hang on, what are the rules here? Must be built on flat land adjacent to a campus district with a library. Well, that's flat land adjacent to a campus district with a library. That's owner, rainforest, river. Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't be allowed to build there, but apparently I'm just not allowed. Well, I tell you what, let's have it over here so it's right next to Qmai as well. That will be nice. Right there, that will remove rainforest. I know, that's okay. And we'll start production of a grand, great library. Oh... This is going to be a nice area when it's done. Though, admittedly, 38 flipping turns. Do I want to potentially respec into a little bit more production away from growth? And when I say do I want to do that, I basically physically can't do so. Because, yeah, I'm kind of out of stuff that's better. Unless I'm willing to, well, I'm willing to sacrifice, if I'm willing to sacrifice one of my farms, then I can get that on. That's, oh, I don't like, no, I don't, I want that one to be on. Okay, turn that one off. No, okay, that's fine. So now we've got a 2, I don't know, like, when I want people when they visit this city to feel like we're good at farming. So, like, if there's one that's going to be not working, it's going to be the one that's, like, off the beaten track. Though, admittedly, why is, okay, that's a 2 and a 1, that's a 2 and a 1, that's a 2 and a 1. Yeah, there's not enough production in this city, to be perfectly honest. There's a 2 and a 1 down there as well. So I could sacrifice this 3 for a 2 and a 1, or I could go up and build a mine at some point up here. Is there anything, any square nearby I could... Ooh. There's a stone quarry right here. Yeah. That could be of interest. A stone quarry. We could also... Yeah, we could put a mine up here. Then we come down here and we claim a stone quarry. I think because stone is a bonus resource, it just means it provides a little bit extra production. That's kind of what I need right now. So, we'd probably be wanting to think about that. I know that we're probably going to slow down growth a little bit, but you know what? Qmai's got enough people in it for now. For the moment, at least, we need to start thinking about something else. So, in fact, Qmai, buy a person 260 gold for a builder. Nah, fine. You know what? It's worth it to get the Great Library sooner rather than later. That was not an efficient thing. I've still got a builder there, John. Never mind. This builder can go down here and help out with this square. It's 100% fine. That was a sensible decision. Now, let's see what this guy's going to do. Yes, indeed, the horse archers are going to come forward. They have been, stupidly enough, they've decided to not fire. So I can fire on them. That will be a major victory. And then my spearmen can come in and finish the job very nicely. In we come. Stabby, stabby, stab. Nice. Horse runs off. We didn't kill the horse. The horse is fine. And now we've got sight of these here barbarian spearmen. Lovely. You, meanwhile, just head up here. We've got another barbarian scout up in that direction. Fine. Now... this area sort of here, loads of mercury, loads of gypsum. That is, well, we're just flipping swimming in mercury and gypsum. I should start figuring out how to trade it away. Because we've got, yeah, you down here, you come over here and build a... Wait, oh, you already did, sorry, my mistake, oops. So we've actually already got, yeah, we've got 2 mercury right now. Now that raises interesting possibilities. I've got a spare mercury, that means I should be able to do a deal for something you've got. Yeah, you've got jade, and I don't have that. If you'd be willing to trade my mercury for your jade, no. They're not willing to accept... Oh, of course they're not, because she's already got mercury. Well, that's fine then. In that case, no worries. And we also know she has 2 cities, Liverpool and Plymouth. Never mind, don't worry about it. And we've still got hidden agenda. Yeah, her and America are unfriendly. Britain and America, why do they always end up going to... Well, probably because of the decades of oppression and taxation without representation, John. That probably makes a fair bit of sense. Yes. Oh, I haven't mentioned warmonger penalties yet, by the way. This is how the game works. In the early ancient period, you can basically go to war with whoever you feel like, and it doesn't really matter. As time goes on and, like, the civilizations get bigger and more advanced, warmonger penalties start mattering a lot more, which basically means if you declare war with someone, like you just invade them, you get known as a warmonger and everyone hates you for it and remembers you're not to be trusted for the rest of time. So you've really got to be careful of that sort of thing. You can get around it by like denouncing them and then like waiting 5 turns so everyone knows that you didn't like them in the first place. Or, like, as you unlock new civics, some of them are things like, you know, Holy War, Justifiable War, War of Retribution, War because it's a Tuesday and we don't like Tuesdays or whatever. So, yeah, you can kind of do that sort of thing, but, yeah, you clearly don't want to do the trade for now. How about you, America? Have you got anything that we could do? Let's do a deal. You have got... Oh. You have a spare coffee. I've got a spare mercury. What do you mean you can't accept this deal? We've both got a spare thing. Why would you not be wanting to do that deal? Make the deal more equitable. You want 3 gold a turn for 30 turns and 64 for access to... No. That's... What? Screw you. No. I don't know why you think your coffee is so much more valuable. Sorry. But you're supposed to flipping like me, alright? We're declared friends, you bastard. Right, well, no one we can trade with just yet, unfortunately. Well, I guess maybe I could... Money's getting a little bit on the low side. Maybe I should sell that to him. Yeah, let's have a little look-see at that potentially. No, not discuss. Let's make a deal. If I was to offer you my mercury, what would you give me? They'd give me 63 gold and 3 gold a turn for 30 turns. Yeah, alright. I'd say done deal on that. That's a bit of money. Lovely. Hopefully he likes me for agreeing to that deal. Nice. So that just gets us a little bit more money coming in, because money is not exactly running shy, but it's getting a little bit lower than I'd like. At some point I'll need to build a big commercial district, and that will help sort out that trouble at least. Ah, and my trade caravan has made it back home. Basically, it just does one trip, then comes home. So now, of course, I can use this to create a new road. And interestingly, I could actually make it go on a trip to London, and it kind of deliberately cuts through New York. So, like, the game tries to develop roads that, like, feel like they make sense. So I'd basically get a free road to New York by going to London. Now, what else would I get? If I went to Washington again, however, I'd be getting, ooh, gold, production, science, and faith. That's pretty tempting. If I went to London, I'm not going to get much. I'd get the most science from going to Hattusa. But that is very... Well, it's actually very close by. So, like, it would only take 7 turns total by the looks of it. So if I kind of sent it there, it would go there and back inside 7 turns, I believe how you're supposed to read that. But it wouldn't hurt to have a road down through New York into London. Not least, as that would actually get me eyes on London. Alternatively, I could... Actually, can you actually send a caravan to another city? I'm not sure if you can. Yeah, I could transfer it to Rome, and then I'd have the road from Rome down to London, and then that would cut through Ravenna. Ah, that would get me bonus. Okay, that's actually better. Yeah. So rather than sending it straight off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it to Rome. So he's going to go over to Rome. He teleports there just like he did in Civ 5, and next turn we'll get to assign a route. Now, because one of my bonus powers as the Romans is if a trade caravan goes for one of my own cities, I get bonus gold from that. So if I send him to London via Ravenna, that's actually going to get me bonus gold, so that's probably for the best anyway, yes. And England's just become an oligarchy too. Marvellous. We want to move you over to here. That gets me, ooh, plus 20 faith from that particular village. That's very, very nice indeed. And you go here. But I tell you what, this part of the world here, 3 lots of mercury. Or if I was more like up here, 2 lots of mercury and deer and rice and 1, 2, 3, well, 4. If I was more like, it's probably a bit too far away for the copper, to be honest. This here, probably not a bad starting point for a northern settlement. Very far away. That might be too far away even for Rome to have a road to it, I'm not sure. But I wouldn't mind a road going that far north either. So, now the caravan is here in Rome, I've got a choice. Which is, I could either have a road that basically goes down here, vaguely cuts close by to New York, but not actually through it, but close by enough, and goes to Philadelphia. But that's only 3 gold. If I go via Ravenna to London, that however gets me 4 gold and 1 faith, and I've got to think that's the better option. Though admittedly, from Rome, it's too far away, I can no longer trade with Washington. Yeah, I'm going to go to London right now. We're going to build a road down to there. We're going to figure out what's going on. So that's going to basically, it's going to follow the road we already have to Ravenna, and then they're just going to head down to the south. And we'll be able to get eyes on what the hell London's getting on to these days. That'll be useful, and we'll get ourselves, yes indeed, plus 1 faith from the districts in London. Begin the route. In fact, we must be getting close to... I actually can't remember like what the number I need to get my religion founded. It's like in Civ 5 it was 200, I think, but hang on here. What do I need? I need... Yeah, I'm working towards a religion. But yeah, I can't see if it says what I need to do to get my own religion founded. I'm genuinely not sure. Oh, wait, hang on. It's when I get a great prophet, and I'm not sure when I get a great prophet exactly. Nope, unfortunately, even the Civilopedia does not tell me. But in the meantime, you can build yourself a mine. Apparently, ooh, apprenticeship has been boosted by that. I can't remember what I did exactly, but it has been. And, okay, down here, Cumai. I probably want to buy this. Ooh. Can't even flipping afford that space. So basically now I'm up to earning 10.6 a turn, so that's fine. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. You just head over here, and I will be able to buy that next turn, and everything will be lovely. The Great Library is still flipping 36. Okay, I need to reassign some of this to try and focus a bit more on production. Yeah, this city's a little bit low on production for the really hardcore stuff. This is where I really wish I had a great engineer to just get this built. Though actually, as a starting point, this land over here is, 1 food and 2. So we can move straight over to 2 and 2, which is good. And admittedly, in one turn, we're going to have an extra person anyway, which will actually help out quite a lot. If we immediately buy this tile, work it, and then assign it, that should give us a really big boost to the Great Library. So I think, because that's a bonus resource, this shouldn't be 2 and 2. It should hopefully be 2 and 3 for the production, I think, anyway. Now, over to the Barbarians up here. Lovely. You now need to be finished off as well. My spearmen can do the job. There's a couple of horsemen coming in, but I've got high-quality spearmen. Stop. Guys, they were already dead. We've got more flipping horses coming in, but I've got these flipping lads over here, so that's fine. I need to go over here next. I see there's an encampment there, and we've also got a whole bunch of scouts and whatever. Fine. You can finish off some of them. There's a new encampment here. We might actually be able to, for once, clear out all the flipping encampments. It'll only be a temporary measure, mind, but it will still be nice to know I've done it. Now, over here in Qmai, time to make a really, really bad decision, which is to buy this tile for 140, thereby spending all of my bloody money. Nice. You, as a result, can build yourself a quarry. Oh, is that really only +1? Oh, I think maybe, possibly you need to, like, have a particular tech that gives you a bonus to stoneworking. I'm pretty sure that's true, actually. I might have seen that somewhere. Well, I can't find it now, so possibly I'm completely imagining things. Never mind. In which case, at the bare minimum, I assume one of you can already get. One of you should potentially go straight over to this. So transfer over to that one. That just gets us a tiny, tiny bit more production to speed up the Great Library. We've got 8 people in Qmai right now. I don't mind that relatively slow growth of 15. I'd rather just focus on production for the minute because I kind of want to get that Great Library done. The sooner that's done, the sooner we get the science in, the sooner we know for certain no one else is allowed to have it instead of us. Oh, the horses have come in and done nasty, nasty work to my extremely talented group of archers. That's a real shame, but luckily they survived. Ah, the defensive tactics have come in. Beautiful. Now, I'm starting to think, by the way, that it might be time to start thinking about a bit of a change. Right now, we're getting a fair amount of bonus combat through the oligarchy. I wouldn't mind having a think about... Autocracy, I don't really want, like, multiple military policies at the top, but I wouldn't mind having the boost to all yields and bonus on wonder production. But no, I think it's going to be the classical republic. I feel like that's the right thing to do. So, all cities with a district receive... Oh, +1 amenity for a district. And bonus for great people. Yeah, we're going into classical republic. That feels like a nice sort of thing to do. So we've just slightly weakened our own army, but that's fine because now we've got a new economic policy slot. So anything new, by the way. We just picked up the limes, plus 100% production towards defensive buildings. Marvellous. All right, economic policies. What do I want here? Ooh, the library's a classical era wonder, isn't it? Yeah, that could actually be a nice little thing to have just on a temporary basis. Plus 15% free production towards the Great Library. That's going to save me, like, I think, like, 4 or 5 turns, in fact. You also get legacy bonuses, by the way. This is something I hadn't really pointed out before, which is if you're a certain type of government for a certain period of time, you get a very small amount of benefit after you change, because it's not like an instantaneous change, and I really like that, by the way. So as a result, I'm still going to get 6% experience bonus for combat units, just because I was an oligarchy for quite some time. So like as a legacy bonus, that still hangs around for a bit. Yeah, confirm that policy. Beautiful. So, my archers that are just about still alive do a tiny bit of damage to these guys. I really hope these guys survive, by the way. I'd be really upset if they didn't. And then, oh no. I may have slightly got ahead of myself on the whole, hey, we don't need to be military anymore thing. As it turns out, we possibly flipping do. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as it would appear I've just crippled our military and potentially left us all to die at barbarian hands, I'm going to call it a part here, and we'll see if I'm able to salvage this apparently small little mistake next time. But yes, I suspect I may have just slightly crippled our own military, and I'm going to regret that, but we shall see. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, and this has been Civilization 6. Thank you very much, and goodbye. What the hell? Alright, we've now got a Scottish zombie travelling with us. Oh, he's actually quite good now. And he's got over his drinking problem, which is... Oh, he eats human flesh. He's got some decent carrying capacity. Okay, fine, he eats people, but come on, let's not be flipping judgmental about this.